Hey everyone, welcome to another video on Genshin Impact. This is how to not get overwhelmed in Genshin Impact. This is a topic that I think is very necessary for beginner players to think about, and also even the more experienced players. There is so much in this world that this company has built and this game that we love that I feel like seem to get burnt out very easily in it. There is, in this short video, I'm going to show you just a few things of the hundreds of things you can do. I'll show you domains, I'll show you character level up ascensions and equipment, weapons. I'll show you some exploration, the dailies you can do. That is just a handful of the insane amounts of things that are in this world. There's, 100%ing each area for exploration, there's achievements, there's even fishing, there's all the oculuses to get to upgrade the statues of the 7th. There is a wide amount of things that you can do in this, but there are a few things that you can do to set your time right to not feel like too overwhelmed. Because I definitely know the feeling where, just for instance, a new banner just came around and I just got that brand new Dendro 5-star. I felt so overwhelmed. I'm like, oh shit, I need to get all of these level up ascension materials, I need to get his weapon all leveled up and refined, I need to get his talents up. There is a lot that takes place to building characters, and these are a few steps that I personally take to make sure I don't get too overwhelmed, and how I spend my time effectively just to make sure that I'm ready, willing and able to constantly be on this game and giving myself the best chance to have fun on the game at the end of the day. So when it comes to new characters that come out, if you get that 4-star, even if you want all that 5-star, the things you should do is to level up talents. Personally, I think talents and the weapon, and then I believe the leveling up of the actual character itself should be the last thing. Now, and artifacts are very important as well. I think you should make sure to do your domains. Some domains only last a certain amount of time, so a certain level up ascension material you can't get, in like talent material you can't get, such as Kazuha's sword. You can't get certain bits only on certain days, and you need to make sure that you keep checking those. Make sure, oh, I need to get Barbara's thing and it only comes out, on a Monday. I need to make sure that I run a few domains on Monday just to make sure I'm able to get those, because maybe that's the only day you have free. I would say structure your time on Genshin so you really prioritize certain things. So if you just spend, let's say you have an hour free, just say, hey, I have some resin, I have all my things to get to do domains. Just run as many domains as you can, just constantly for an hour. Build up those materials. Later on down the line, you might find another character that you like, which needs the same things. So pre-farming for characters can save you a lot of time. Just look up on Genshin's website, go to Hoyo Lab, you can find a lot of stuff there, which is really helpful to make sure that you use your time effectively. Now when it comes to exploration, there is such a large map. Obviously Genshin is forever expanding. The updates that will come out, we'll get the new regions shortly, and I would say probably 4.0 usually it comes out during then. I think that exploration is obviously a really big part of this game, especially if you're a completionist. Exploration is probably your most important part. Seeing all those 100% clock over is a very satisfying thing, obviously. But during your time just playing the story, doing side missions, doing world quests, doing dailies, doing domains, a lot of my areas are roughly around 75% to 80% done, just with me just going on day to day and doing my dailies and everything. So I wouldn't say exploration to the 100% is super important, because you can get to about 80-85% pretty easily anyway. Now if you're a free-to-play player like I am, obviously you want as many free primo gems as possible and opening chests obviously is the biggest part of that. That getting as many primo gems for people like us is really important, because we're not spending hundreds of dollars on primo gems just for the next banner. So I suggest putting in a day to pick an area. So if you just say, hey, I'm not going to leave Mondstadt until all of it's 100%. I think that would be the best bet, either besides, being like, oh, I'll do a bit of Mondstadt, and then like, oh, I'll go to Inazuma, do my daily and do a bit there, because you can get very overwhelmed, and you'll get a few percentages in, but it's going to take you a lot longer to finish massive regions. Especially like Inazuma, how it's very spread out, has a lot of different islands, a lot of underground things, a lot of puzzles that are so fucking confusing. It's really important to make sure that you are just focusing on one or two things rather than 20 things. So with characters, leveling up one or two, focusing on one or two new characters, or just characters you've had that you've just wanted to level up, focusing on one or two will save you a lot of time, and you can really focus to build those two characters really strong, especially if you start a game. If I wish that when I was start game, I focused on one or two characters heavily, got the right artifacts for them, got their talents up, got their leveling up, got their best weapon. I really wish I focused on that, because later game you'll be set up dramatically. Now with characters, there are so many characters obviously in this game. I'm not sure about the exact number, but it feels like there's almost like over 60-70 characters currently active in Genshin. You really want to take the time, focus on a couple. Don't stretch yourself out too far. That is all my tips for how to not get overwhelmed in Genshin Impact. And I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day.